Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and it's Friday night, which means it is time for Friday Night Fights, the weekly global Friday night tournaments, and we are into Losers Bracket Round 7. We're into the top 4, and we're about to watch Mont take on Kiwi Stings. The winner of that match will take on Dervis in the Losers Bracket Final for a chance to go up and take on Cop for a chance to get all 8 points from this week's round. Now, if we jump into the game, you will see here, boop, did I put it on? Oh, wait, hold up. Error. There we go. We've got Mont versus Kiwi ready to kick it off. Mont showing a slot 1 King Mont, staying true to his name, playing Mont. Kiwi showing winner Luartha. This week's rules, it is an elemental week, which means there are no counter elements available and you can't run mono element teams. So you can use 2, and you see in this case, both players showing 2 wind units. Where we got a Jaden mixed in and a King Mont mixed in as the non-wind units here. No mono element, and the elements you have available, oh my gosh, my words. You can use light, wind, fire, and lightning. Next week will be the other elements available with the same kind of rules. Anyway, let's watch the fight. Kiwi's tank gonna cast her buff, get her hate online, get her protect and shell. Mary Moore gonna cast good health and happiness on the whole party. So a nice defense and spirit buff coming in there. Mont's turn, he's going to proclaim himself to have some more hate and get an agility buff. Mont pretty buffed up at this point. Halloween Little Leela going to step forward. She says, I'm not going to cast any spells. I'm going into range because I'm a big time carry. Golden Magic Shot comes out from Jaden, 3600 damage onto the tank. Winner Luartha from Kiwi Stings, ready to cast bells on herself, start moving forward. And this fight has shifted to the left side of the map. We've watched quite a few fights on this map already today. They do tend to shift in a lot of situations to one of these sides, and a lot of times the units will end up in those little pits kind of in the middle. It's a really cool map for all of those reasons. Mont buffs his move, and there you go. He finds his way into that pit. He gets a quicken. He could go for the Berserk right here. It's gonna be Berserker Mont, King of Leonis. Dad comes back from the dead to help his son. The only good thing he ever did, and it's a double Berserk onto Joom and onto Jaden. Now, don't underestimate Berserk Jaden's damage. He still hits pretty hard, even with just those auto attacks. He step backs, and that's what I'm saying. 3,400 damage on a tank with a Berserk unit is nuts. Okay, Winner Luartha doesn't have the ability to hit right here. Gonna just cast the accuracy buff onto 2. Berserk Joom. She has 972 in her kit. Not enough to kill Mont. He hangs in there. It's Mary Moore's turn. She's channeling a spell. It could be another Quicken right here. It is. Quicken onto Leela. Can Leela go find a way to do something? Heal, damage. It's going to be damage. It's going to be 2,200 onto Joom. Okay. Berserker Jaden. He's going to look for some more damage. He says auto attack 3424. I got one more turn of being OP super steroid Berserk Jaden. Guys, stay off the steroids. Steroids are bad. Okay, it's Joom's turn. She can't do anything because she's Berserk still. It's going to be Mary Moore. She's well in range of Joom. Meridian Channel, 69. Nice. Okay, I had to do it. Anyway, Jaden's Berserk runs out. Luartha has 208 AP. 9,000 damage is nicer than the last damage. That's big. Leela. Now, Leela could go for a full life right here. That probably would be the smart play. Instead, she goes for the damage. 5,300, and she's in trouble. We got 2 high-range units picking her off from range right here. Jaden goes with the big shot. Here comes Luartha. She steps up. She's looking for the binding javelin. 8,200 damage. Leela goes down. Leela will come back. Can she double kill them? She gets one shot. Leela, you're like Eminem. You got one chance. And all that, those words. Holy comes out. It's a double kill. And that's it. Mont, with the Halloween Little Leela Berserk Mont combo double kill, picks up the win. And Kiwi Stings, your winner from last week, is out in 4th place this week. So still more points for Kiwi. He's looking real strong at making the grand finals. We got more matches today. Let's go next. Okay, here we go. Losers bracket finals. We got Mont versus Dervis. Mont sticking with his namesake, running King Mont. Dervis busting out the Joom. So both players we know are running a tank. What are they running behind the tank? Dervis is going with the the standard team comp. In fact, I would say both players are playing a semi-standard comp right here, where you have a DPS unit, you have a healer, you have a tank. Now, again, Little Leela being a healer, that is a bit of a stretch. She prefers to kill people, cast buffs on herself. Like, you know, she's a weird version of a healer. And calling Mary Moore a DPS unit is also a little bit of a weird thing, because she's almost as much of a support. So it's more like a double support / DPS King Mont build here. But is it the Quicken again? Is it the same Quicken setup? It could be, and it was big last time. Re-raise onto Joom. So Dervis's team is going to have a lot of anti-death on it, right? You put re-raise onto your Joom. Probably a zombie TMR coming out right here. No zombie TMR for Yuna. Instead, she's in range to go Space Chicken. So the Mont initial placement is big at baiting the Yuna forward. That could be important for later in the fight. There's an evasion buff from Elena. She's moving forward. Here comes Mary Moore. What can she do from this spot? She's going to channel a spell. It could be the Quicken onto King Mont. He has 45 AP. He moves into range and auto attacks. If this is the Quicken, he could find a disgusting berserk right here onto Yuna and Joom. We'll see. Okay, no, it's Quicken onto Leela. She didn't have the range to get it onto Mont, so things got sideways. Here comes Leela. She's going to do what? She's going to step forward and do nothing. That was a good choice. It's Elena's turn. What is Elena going to do? Grace of Eternal Friendship, shield and agility buff. Mont kind of got put on an island this time. He's sort of up there in this 1v3, and the Wind Girls are like messing around. They're like right fielders on Little League baseball teams playing in the grass. Okay, it's Joom's turn, and then it's Leela's turn. Stunblade does not stun Mont. Leela is going to maybe have some range to do something here. It's Meta Magic onto Yuna. 6,200 damage. She's dead. And Yuna, without the re-raise TMR, gets her channel interrupted and dies. Mont will now cast the King of Leonis buff. And King Mont showing off in these last few rounds. Elda comes back from the dead. It's going to be a Berserk onto Joom. Okay, here comes another Quicken here onto Leela. So she gets another turn. 154 AP. She could look for a heal. She could look for damage. She's like, look, I ain't looking for that heal. I'm going to drop Joom all the way to 0 HP. She does revive from the re-raise, which is nice, but that is a very low HP tank. Crystal Shine Bright onto King Mont. He's dead and he'll stay dead unless Leela decides to full life him. Okay, Mary Moore's turn. She has 132 AP, all the HP in the world. She buffs her defense and spirit and keeps her regen buff online. And it's Joom's turn. Only 1771 HP left, and she's out of AP. So she will Vacuum Veil, get her Protect and Shell up. Leela's turn. She can AoE right here. Meta Magic comes out. Elena dodges it, but it kills Joom again. So it's a 1v2. Now, the thing with the 1v2, when that one is Starlight Elena, it's more like I'll call it like an even fight. This is Starlight Elena with a Courage buff and enough evasion to absolutely cheese a win out of this. Okay. Leela's turn. She's going to drop the pumpkin on her right here, and Elena did not spin, so I believe this pumpkin will hit her. It's going to come down from the sky, 4,400 damage. She's low. Is this a Quicken? It is a Quicken. We're going to get back-to-back AWU Nation turns right here. 55 AP. She can do whatever she wants. Wind Axiom, 4,900. There's the Courage proc. So Elena is down to her last point of health. She's going to Lux Overflow onto Leela and kill her. Now, Leela has re-raise, so she's back. It's Mary Moore's turn. Does she finally decide to start putting out that DPS? I think she will. She steps forward, Divine Toxicology. It is not dodged. Elena goes down, and Mont picks up the win. He will move up to the Winners Bracket Finals to face off against Cup for a chance to earn all those sweet Challenger Cup points, or whatever we call them. I don't remember. Let's go watch that fight. Okay, Grand Finals time. Mont versus Cop. Mont sticking to his guns. King Mont in slot 1. Cop going with Cloud. We did see a lot of Cloud and Ibarra kind of all over this tournament today. That duo was really strong, especially when paired with a tank. But we also saw some really tanky Clouds today. It was interesting, like Clouds were taking 4 or 5 hits before they died, mixing in a reflex or something, and it was really OP. Okay, here's what we're getting. Cop is going with the double light combo plus Cloud. So we're getting Jaden, Elena, Cloud versus, Mont's Super Berserker, King Mont, double support, more the merrier Halloween Little Leela squad. This squad's OP. Now, notice right here, we get the re-raise TMR from Leela early, and then the double defense and spirit buff from Mary Moore. So buffs online for the Mary Moore team, but Cop's countering with the Cloud, who's got full defense pin. He's ready to tee off on this King Mont. What's Mont going to cast? Proclamation. So hate buff and agility buff. Will Cloud be in range early for the Leela damage? No, Leela not in range to do the damage yet. So it's going to come down to like quicken timing, I think, right here. More the merrier. Could look for a really early quicken. Does the casting time go off before Cloud's turn, or does Cloud get to do a big barrage or a big like braver or something like that? We will see. More steps forward, she starts channeling. The channel is going to come right after King Mont's next turn. Normally this would be really good. Oh, and Leela dodges the blade burst. That's huge. Now Mont goes, auto attacks Cloud, and here it comes. You guys know exactly what is coming at this point. Quicken onto Mont. He's going to move in between the two characters, Jaden, or not Jaden, but Elena and Cloud, and he's going to call on his dad. He says, Dad, you're dead. Probably the best thing that ever happened to this family. Come back for a minute and let's get some berserks going online. It is a double berserk. Elena and Cloud both berserked. Now it's Leela's turn. She could look to start finishing people off. Arrow onto Cloud, 5,900 damage. He's dead. Okay, Jaden's up. He has 124 AP. He's ready to go. He's the only non-berserk person, and he starts things off by putting Cloud in the grave. Elena is berserked and she's out of range, so she just runs forward and does nothing. Marymore's turn. She's looking at that Elena. She's going to go with her limit break. Festival of Flying Fortunes. This is the first time we've seen this in this tournament. What kind of damage is it going to do? 5,100, pops the silence, and pops the courage. That's huge. Elena steps forward, slaps her for 340. Not the best auto attacker in the world is Starlight Elena. Jaden can do things though. Golden magic shot onto Maryamore takes her down, and it's AWU Nation versus 2. Now, does she just walk up and bonk Elena? No, she big brains it and kills Jaden. She says, look, all Elena can do is auto attack. I'm just going to go kill Jaden. And that was some super brain play right there. Now, does she go for the finish with the bonk? Elena is still silenced. Wind Axiom comes out, 3,300 damage. Elena dies, and it's Mont who's playing King Mont, getting the win this week, getting the... Oh, wait. I take it back. You gotta beat the winner's bracket final person twice. So we have match 2 of the best of 2 coming up next. I got ahead of myself there. Okay, here we go. Absolutely the final match of the tournament. Winner of this takes home the 8 points. Cop going ahead and running the Cloud again. So Cloud's going to show up, try and do his thing. Mont, in no surprise to anybody, is playing King Mont in slot 1. Does he go for the same kind of comp right here? Yes, he does. So it's Jaden, Elena, Cloud. And this time, though, starting on that right side of the map. So you do see the change up right here. Not grouping the units, and Cloud in range to take the damage from Halloween Little Leela early. Leela. My words are coming out like that. And that's just shows, it's the end of the cast. Okay, anyway. Good health and happiness on to Mont. So a lot of different things happening here. Initial placement, very, very important. Cloud in range of Leela. Triple slash. It doesn't kill her. Leela lives through the triple slash. That is a tanky girl, little Leela. Proclamation comes out from Mont. Okay, but he is standing next to her. So if Jaden is in range to hit them both, he will, but I don't think he is. He's going to have to cast Bells and just wait for his next turn. Elena, definitely not in range, will cast her evasion and AP cost down buff. She's ready to go. Leela, does she look to kill Cloud? Does she heal herself? We'll see. Oh, she looks for the Cloud, but Cloud pulls out his trump card and reflexes it. Okay, Marymore's turn. Are we getting quickens? No, it's Divine Toxicology. That will kill Cloud. So he goes up there, he tanks for a while, and at least disrupts the flow of what Mont's team was doing. King Mont has extended forward. He's definitely in range of Jaden and Elena right here. Can they kill him? Yes. 7,400 damage from Jaden will set him up, and Elena will knock him down with a Banished Blade, 4,700 damage. It's a 2v2. It's Jaden, Elena versus Little Leela, Marymore. Leela steps forward, 5,000 damage onto Elena. Marymore's turn. Does she look for a quicken, or is she in Elena's range? She's in range for Elena. Divine Toxicology pops the courage, but Elena with 1 HP still alive. Jaden looking for damage. Magic Blast comes out. Leela's dead, and Marymore has like 1-ish HP left. Speaking of 1 HP, here's Elena with exactly 1 HP. 3 dead bodies in the way. What can she do? It's going to be Iridescent Blade, and Marymore goes down. Cop defends the winner's bracket to secure that first place finish, but GG, congratulations to both Cop and Mont for finishing in top 2. And there we go. Week 2 of the Elemental Cup is over. Next week, the other 4 elements that weren't in this week will be in that, and those are the weirder the more off-meta elements. So next week's tournament is going to be popping off. Earth, Dark, Water, and the other one. Earth, Dark, Water. Yeah. Y'all know what it is. My brain's off. Anyway, thank y'all for watching so much, and I'll catch you next time. Peace. Ice. It's ice. Good. Ice. Ice, baby.